Hello, we are main hosts on the Newstead Student Media team. I'm Janice.
And I'm Gobi.
And today we're here with Mr. Daley, Head of Diversity and Inclusion at Newstead. And today we'll be talking about diversity and inclusion. So let's start off with definitions. What is diversity? What is inclusion, and what's the difference?
So diversity for me is about having a voice at the table, at the proverbial table. And inclusion for me is having that voice heard. And there is a subtle difference, because when we think about diversity, we think about difference, we think about individuality and being unique. But that doesn't always automatically have the sort of process of that voice mattering. And for me, that's where inclusion takes place, being included in a wider discussion.
Thank you.
What is your role as a head of diversity and inclusion?
So my role entails a number of things. First and foremost, it sits within policy. So I oversee the policies that we have here in school. That's policies that are here to protect each and every single member of our community, whether it be staff or students. I also have a strong hand in what happens in the curriculum in terms of inside subjects. We have a conscious curriculum here entitled and that kind of encompasses wider narratives. It looks at a wider lens of each subject, and I'm responsible for ensuring that our curriculum is as conscious as it can be. I also oversee our assembly program, where we raise awareness on different topics such as neurodiversity, anti-discrimination, whether it be ability or disability, and I could sort of see my role quite centrally to events as well. So it's quite encompassing.
So what is the consequence of a lack of diversity and inclusion if we didn't have this curriculum, if we didn't have these assemblies?
Well, it comes back to my initial definition, if you like, about having a voice and that voice mattering and having a seat at the table. So if we didn't celebrate diversity and inclusion, if we didn't have a diversity lead, then we may well have individuality here at Newstead Wood, but each and every voice may not be celebrated. Each and every identity may not matter. People may not feel as they belong. And for me, that's at the heart of trying to achieve a fully flourishing EDI community where people matter and people belong.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Earlier this year, we had the APOS event. And what does APOS stand for? And also, could you tell us more about the event as well?
Sure, so a pinch of spice is the wider term for APOS. And that started several years ago by some Year 11 girls who wanted to acknowledge JAG's Foundation. JAG's Foundation is about raising awareness for youth violence in London. Tragically, a young man lost his life due to knife crime. And from then, a group of Year 11 girls decided to mark that in the calendar each year by celebrating African and Caribbean culture through poetry, through dance, through song, through rap, and it's become a staple point of our calendar each year, where we celebrate that, and that's a pinch of spice.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
And here at Newstead, not only do we have a pinch of spice, which I had great pleasure in helping organise in Year 11, but we also have ACE. And you were also part of that, I believe. So would you like to tell us a bit more about ACE as well?
Yeah, so similarly, it's a student-led event. I'd probably say more the sixth form leadership team take responsibility of leading on ACE. And ACE is our Asian celebration event. Again, an annual event where we celebrate different Asian cultures. And it's not limited to people that might be from the continent of Asia. Everybody is welcome, everybody's invited to kind of adhere to a dress code if possible. And it's a fantastic evening, and we had it just a few days ago. And if you haven't heard about ACE, if you haven't heard about APOS, then I don't know where you've been.
Under a rock, perhaps.
Perhaps.
Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Daley. I'm Janice.
And I'm Gobi.
Thank you for watching.